with picket fences and signs saying nigga go home. You know, I just came that way. You basically telling them, prophesying to them, you know, you're gonna get fucked up, you go that way. But it's natural brute beasts. Brute beasts, what they do. They can't be reasoned with. He don't know what he's talking about. He's a conspiracy nut. You know? Go over there and get shot up, man.
Yeah, just like Elder told her, he gave an example of such, man. He said if you go in a certain way, you know, and there's a bridge behind you, and you got people coming your way, you told them, hey man, don't go that way, the bridge is out. They keep going, that's on them, man. You know? You can't reason with them. Unreasonable creatures, man.
Yeah.
Let's see, it says, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh. Now unto him that is able to keep you from falling.
Yeah, hating even the garment spotted by the flesh, it's that carnality, that sensualization. Sensuality. That's a word.
It's English, man. Everything's a word. It's
Ebonics. That sensuality. Basically, you being worldly, man. You never, like you said, you hear about somebody saying they got white people picking fences. You never heard about white racist people. You never heard about white people hating black people because you lived in a certain part of the city. You know, there's certain people like that. Well, you come up and tell them, look, man, they got some white people talking about they killing all black people. Why? Racism is dead. You know, I've never seen a racist in my life. I got friends that are white and they're not racist. Your ass go over there and get shot up. All right, because you're not even ready. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, now unto him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy, to the only wise power, our Savior, in glory and majesty, dominion and power, now and ever. Amen.
Yeah, that's right. That's it. All right? All power, all praise and glory goes to the Most High. All right? That's it. That's all I want to that.
Second Peter's. Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. That's right. It's the time that judgment will start at the house of the Most High. Who's the house of the Most High? It consists of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? That's the house of the Most High. And it says in the book of Psalms that salvation it comes to Israel. The book of St. John. Would say salvation is only for the Jews, okay? But in order for that salvation to be manifested, this world has to be judged first. All right. And if it first begin at us, yeah, first begin at us. All right. It's still talking about Israel, but it's talking about the elect. All right, the men that serving the Lord. Go ahead.
Or the men that claim to serve, you know, the ones that's in the know. It's gonna start with them. Why? Because you knew better, man. Nate, you continue in that, you're gonna be one of them that it start with, man.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel?
What shall the end of them be that obey not the gospel? All right? Amongst Israel, we got a lot of people that don't obey the gospel. That's exactly why the Lord set up 2/3, man. We have 2/3, we have a 1/3. All right? Why y'all not respecting the gospel? Y'all conversation says it all, man. Nate, you know, his conversation says it all. Baloo, you know, we don't even have to say anything to you, man. Your works, your so-called works that you do indoors, with your house music, that's your conversation, man. All right, and the Lord is gonna judge each and every one of you. Go ahead. And ultimately, at the end of the day, Esau, we already know Esau don't obey the gospel, so we know he's gonna be judged. Just for the record.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved,
If the elect scarcely be saved, man. That's why we say, that's why we always give praise and honor and glory to the Most High, man. Because we don't, for one, we don't know if we're the elect. We strive to be the elect, and knowing that the elect, still by putting in works, we're going to scarcely be saved. So if you're not obeying the gospel, and the righteous are scarcely going to be saved, go ahead.
where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear, man? Which is a rhetorical question, because we know they're going to appear in destruction. They're going to appear in these perils. All right? There's no good thing that comes to somebody that works evil all day, man. You don't deserve salvation if you're not in these scriptures and you ain't serving the Most High how you're supposed to, man. You don't deserve it. Like our people walk around, you know, claiming the Lord, man. I love the Lord, this and that, but don't carry out the works. You don't deserve salvation, man.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High.
And who suffers? Ultimately, Israel, we do suffer for the because we're under these curses. But we are the men that's suffering for the word of the Most High, man. We got to deal with persecutions. We got to deal with our people looking at us like we on drugs, like we out of our minds, man. We got to deal with the so-called white man and goddamn paying taxes, man. Going to work. All right, dealing with wicked 2/3 niggas, dealing with niggas that's in the know and is still wicked.
Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeping of their souls to Him.
Commit the keeping of their souls, which means what? When you commit, you giving your all, man. Giving yourself over to the Lord. Keeping these words how the scriptures tell you, man. It's period. You're gonna commit your soul because you want salvation. Everybody should want salvation, man.
Hey, it's like we mentioned about that college football, man. The prospect has committed to this school. You know, you're going. That's it. That's final. You have no doubts after that. Yeah, he's there. You know what I'm saying? That's how most likely it should go. But don't mean that when you're committed that you're automatically in there, because something can happen. But when you committed, your mind is made up. Your mind is made up. When you're in this truth, your mind's supposed to be made up. Alright, you're in here. You're not in the truth to see if it's real, to see if the prophecies are really true. Once you're in here, you're just trying to further prove that the prophecies are true. Alright? Because you're committed. Alright? That's it.
Commit the keeping of their souls to Him in
well-doing. Alright, that's important. You have to even have that mindset of wanting to do right. You have to be there. Because if you're not right and you claim to be a man of the Lord, of course you're gonna go back into your old ways. Alright? Why? Because it's the flesh. Like we was talking about being carnal. Alright, we all men at the end of the day, but then you can't let that carnality take over and pull you back, man. Period. You should know what's going to happen to this place, man. That's enough in itself, man. You should wanna serve the Lord, man. You should be giving your all to serve the Lord. Because this place is gonna go down in flames. And and it's never going to be inhabited anymore. And you're going to feel them flames if you're not right. Anybody, any of us, if we're not part of the Lord's elect. So that's why we're doing this work. We're doing what we possibly can, man. If you're not giving your all, you might as well quit, man. Give up the ghost.
Yeah, I had a few. Okay. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons are ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
Yeah, how are you supposed to be? How are you supposed to be operating? How are you supposed to be carrying on your everyday life? All right, going praising the Most High, sending them curses up against these heathens. All right, sending up blessings for the elect. All right, you're supposed to carry out the works by yourself or with the brothers. All right, you're supposed to stand stiffly for the word. That's how your conversation should be. It should be Bible, scriptures, the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, destruction of America. All right, kingdom of heaven.
Looking for and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
Yeah, we look forward to these perilous times that's coming. All right, we're looking forward to it because the book, what is it? I think it's the book of Matthew. Yeah, the book of Matthew said when you see these things starting to happen, these different prophecies, these different perils, all right, that's how we know. We know that we got something coming. We got a reward coming, man, which is an eternal kingdom.
Wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
Right. America, at the end of the day, is going to be a desolate wilderness. All right? And you don't want to be part of that desolate wilderness, man. Go ahead. What you got?
Second Corinthians 5:1. For we know that if our earthly house of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, an house not made with hand, eternal in the heavens.
Right.
For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed.
Kind of sloppy, yeah, because we have an eternal kingdom. Okay, the Most High has a kingdom already prepared for us, and it's eternal, man. All right, we should be looking forward to that. But seeing as we can't get it right now, seeing what's going on in this place should piss you off every day, man. We groaning earnestly because we tired of this nonsense. We tired of this madness. All right, we tired of seeing niggas. We tired of seeing these heathens above us, man.
We got that Ezekiel 9:4 mark, man. He's sighing and crying, man. While you other Israelites is playing around. They're not sighing and crying, man. Like the brother said earlier, y'all niggas want this place to continue, man. Don't y'all know if this place continue, we can't get our kingdom?
Right.
It says, for in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed upon with our house, which is from heaven. If so be that being clothed, we shall not be found naked.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the spirit, man. All right, being clothed with the spirit of righteousness. Okay?
For we that are in the tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we will be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not for that we would be unclothed, but clothed upon, that mortality might be swallowed up of life. So basically, we want to be clothed with immortality, man. The thing we do what we do, like he said, knowing the things that's coming to this place, you should, and you know that it's coming, you should want to do the work of the Lord, so you can be covered in those days, man.
Hold up yourself real quick. We're gonna quickly to the immortality.
Yeah.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 15. For righteousness is immortal.
Yeah,
So immortality is being clothed with righteousness. getting that hope for the Holy Spirit.